I'm Tam Gilbert. I'm project manager for Our Tales Unveiled, which is Link Up Arts' current storytelling project. Over the past year, we've been working with artists Liz Porter and Penny Pepper, who have been delivering a series of storytelling workshops with a group of participants around storytelling and poetry and performance. The idea has been to give participants a toolkit with which they can develop their own writing skills.
But I'm hoping that that's given you some thoughts about when you tell a story, how your audience react to that story, whether it's on a one-on-one or as a group. There's a whole host of ways to remember things and a whole host of ways to share things. So what I want to do now, before lunch, I'm just checking the time, it's 12, is just to think about detail. And I also want us to think a bit about using our voices as well.
There is a boarded up house, an old boarded up house, and in that house there is a room where all the curtains are closed. And in that room there is a bed covered in dust and cobwebs, and on the bed there is a basket of dried flowers.
This is the invisible key to a magical kingdom, filled to the brim of sounds and colours. Sounds to pull your imagination back into your past. Colours to lead you forward into the adventure of your future.
In that palace lived a fairy king and queen, and a fairy princess, and she is pretty. The princess was bored with all the presents. She wanted something different, but what she wanted she didn't know.
Failing, his one fault was that he was a very vain man. And in the palace, in every room there was a mirror. And he would go and stand in front of the mirrors. They were all sizes, all shapes. And he would stand there and say, "You're a wonderful fellow. Ah, look at your smart suit of clothes. You're wonderful." And he would go to the next mirror, and so on through the palace. So he was.
Hang on a second. I'm sorry, but I've just had this dreadful dream. There's some water, please.
I'll give you some.
Have you got any gin for that? No gin. It doesn't matter. I'm very sorry, but I had that dream for, how long is it now? 45 years. Yeah, it was 45 years ago I had that dream. Yeah. Frightened me to death. I was talking to a friend of mine in this dream. And, you know, we were enjoying the day. Oh, thank you very much. We were enjoying the day, a lovely day. And it was a good friend of mine, John. And I turned to John. Suddenly.
So I just wanted to say, firstly, thank you for inviting me to do it. I thoroughly enjoyed it and I want to do more of these kind of projects.
Independent Living Fund. It helped us live full lives. You want all cripples in a home, our freedom to deprive. Hypocrisy, it is on trend, as avarice shouts loud. Bankers' greed bloats rulers' schemes, tax dodgers smirking proud. We're scratching and we're scraping at food banks with our plate. Recession? Still heaped with the blame, let's fight the post-election. I know we're going to do a little mixture of reading, writing exercises, and just be fairly fluid. I'm going to be fairly fluid about that rather than too regimented, just to see how we go. But I did feel that it would be good to work around key human rights issues.
Or was there something else too? Another culture called freedom, where she was the first of the few.
Try and keep on politics and rights, what you fight for, what you think others might be fighting for.
Independent living, a right to be your own personality or choice, a decision or a dream, to become independent. Be yourself, know your health, know your skills in life. Alas, oh no strife. Your rights when you come here or when you go home. For mostly some can't have independence to live alone or with someone if they want to learn and move on. Come on, power to the people. Then go with the flow and let your passion of independent living show. For everyone in all walks of life should have a Bill of Rights. For life, it's to vote, marriage, dating, love, and be yourself.
The workshop was very enjoyable, very interesting, and it was, as always, lovely to take people on a journey of discovery and to help them to break the rules a little bit. I liked Salisbury Arts Centre, actually I really liked it, despite my earlier experience of the cold space, but I think that's me being delicate. I really like it. I would love to go back. It's a very nice space.
The project went really well. We were really pleased in that some of our participants who are unused to telling their own stories seemed to gain confidence and were able to take part in an external performance event at the Art Centre as a result of the project.